back to the channel. Thanks so much for clicking. A lot has been going on right now in my tiny studio. A little bit of a change here, and I can't do it in front of the window because of all the mess that's going on, so we don't have the best lighting, but we are gonna make it work. Please ignore these are just my post-its. Okay, let's start with what's going on the studio. I'm gonna show you. It's quite a thing because they have been giving us these papers that said that they are gonna renovate the building. They have been trying to renovate the building. Honestly, it's so creepy from the outside. So that's something that I wish they could be working on better than the inside of the studios, because the inside they look good, but they wanted to change all the heating system. So it's quite a thing, right? Because it's central heating of the whole building, and we're talking about I don't remember how many floors, maybe 30 floors, something like that. So 400 people, like that. Oh, it's crazy. So they have been trying to organize which days they will come and do the renovation. So it takes around 1 month of them coming to your place and doing the change and everything, and it's quite messy, and the places are so small. Like they have big apartments and there's small apartments like mine. So the small apartments, it's like they need to move the furniture, but there's not enough space. So you would see that even in the hallways they end up putting furniture out there, and they are just telling them like, oh, empty your things and we'll just put the furniture out there until the whole travaux are finished. It's crazy. Like, to me that's crazy. And even something that's even more weird is that on the paper, before they started, they sent us this paper, and the paper said like, if you're not being in your apartment, you have to give the keys to the guardian, a copy of your keys, so then they can enter whenever they want. I was like, huh? No, like I would imagine if it's like a small building and you know the guardian and you know the administrator. This is not the same. Like I didn't just move here, but it's been very recently that I moved here. I barely talk with the administration. Like they never have this very close communication. It's so many people, so many apartments, that it's crazy to think that I'm just gonna give them my keys or a copy of my keys and that they can enter like that. No, that's scary. So I was like, well, guess I'm not going out, and I'm just gonna stay until they finish all the work. So they started yesterday, and this is how it looks now. So we're gonna have to deal with this and just have our talks like this. And it was so weird. Like they arrived super early, 8 in the morning. I put my alarm at 8 because I thought they would arrive like around 9. But no, they arrived at 8. I wake up because they're starting to bang on the door and put the bell. And I was like, well, no, it's so early. And then because I didn't open right away because I was just waking up, they start opening my door, and I was like, oh, I didn't give them my keys. What are they doing? Luckily it didn't open, so I hope they don't have my keys. I don't know how they have them, if maybe my landlord gave them like a copy. I don't like that. But they didn't open it, like they couldn't. So I like to believe they don't have the keys. We'll see. I'm gonna try to do the test tomorrow, that they also come. I'm not gonna open right away and see if they open. So I don't know, just to see if they have the keys or not. And then I'll just open the door, you know, like that's what I did. I opened the door, they entered, and they were like, are you gonna stay the whole day? And I was like, yes. And then they started moving stuff. Luckily nothing had to be on the hallway. But bad thing, I just have to leave like that, like super cramped, until it all ends. And I don't like watching the chauffage on the wall all open. It scares me. Like I really had I didn't have the best night because I kept thinking like, well, what if there's an animal there? I don't know. I just talks about living alone. Yay! Okay, so now let's talk about summer in Paris. Yes! So for summer, there's a lot of things going on, controversial things and some really fun. So we'll talk about all of that. All starts the 21st of June. What's happening there? La Fête de la Musique. For those who don't know, it's a day in Paris. It starts around 5 p.m. where there's gonna be music everywhere, like music events, well, everywhere. there are special places, but usually in all arrondissements of Paris, there's this schedule of different musicians that they're gonna be playing, usually for free. There's a paid one, like a very important one, so but that's already sold out. But other than that, you can be walking around Paris and then you will just see random DJs, people partying in the streets, the restaurants, everything. Like, it's the best date for people to party around and be free with all the music. So super recommended. It's gonna be super hot, so be careful of that. If you are staying here, wear really comfortable clothes, sneakers when you walk around, maybe try to stay hydrated, and I would really recommend avoid the crowds. Like, I'm always so scared of big crowds in, what's the word, like short, like not a lot of space in the street. I'm very afraid of that, like, you know, all the power of crowds is scary. So I'll recommend to just party a little bit farther. Either way, as long as you can hear the music, you can party with your friends and just be dancing and enjoying it. You don't have to be all cramped with all the people. I think like, just stay safe. So be careful with the pickpockets, but other than that, the government said that they will keep the metros open all night. I don't know if that's gonna work because last year it wasn't like that, so people are not believing it. But if it is true, then it should be okay to go back home around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Without problem. Party without that worry, have fun, find really cool places. There's gonna be rumors of some really important DJs like Diplo and all these things, so keep an eye on that. I recommend searching on Instagram or TikTok like Fête de la Musique, and then you will see the different schedules. But that's how technically summer starts here. We start with a beautiful music day. Also say that starting from the 21st, there's gonna be like a really cool exhibition at Hotel de Ville. I think it's gonna be free. I'm gonna try to go. I'm not sure if the 21st, but I'm gonna try to go soon so we can all see it together. From the 2nd to the 4th of July, there's this Fnac concert and it's free in front of Hotel de Ville too. So you just have to arrive early, grab your place, and really cool artists stay the whole day, like having their concerts and festivals. It's like a festival, like a free festival, so it's gonna be great, but again, really packed, so just keep in mind of that. I'm not really a fan of being surrounded by a lot of people. If that's your thing, go for it. Go very early so you can get a really good spot, and yeah, just be aware there's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of sun. Stay hydrated, bring a cap, I don't know, like those tiny ventilators, like the fans, that will be cool. Also, they said I think it's already there, I haven't gone, but this thingy, I don't know if you remember on the news, if you saw it, or if you are in Paris, if you saw it, the balloon, the Summer Olympics balloon, that it's so cool to see it in the sky. It's gonna return, so they're gonna try to put it all summer, and I think it's gonna be like a thing they wanna do again and again all summers because it was so popular and so pretty. I think that's how it's gonna work. So you can see it also in Tuileries starting from the 21st. The 21st is where everything starts, so it should be there by the 21st. On the 5th of July, the Paris beach is open. And what do I mean about that? So there's always been spaces where people can take their sunlight and their bath sun. Is it bath sun called? And then you can just lay there, and they accommodate these spaces, so it's very cool to just chill at the Quai de Seine on all the river sideways. There will be specific places where you can just chill, like if it were a beach. But now there's also gonna be sections of the river where you can swim. Oh my god. What do you think about that? What do you think? Are you gonna do it? I mean, I definitely wanna see it. Like, I'm gonna try my best. There's gonna be a very close one in Bercy, which is near Olympiade and La Bibliothèque François Mitterrand. So if you are near there, I recommend just passing by and seeing, what's going on. They apparently are gonna section parts of the river, and you would be able to be in those sections. Like, it's supposed to be clean water and controlled water, so people can be chill. And they say it's around 300 people that can be in each section. It's gonna be a bit crazy, but I definitely want to see it. Okay, this is just my opinion. I personally wouldn't do it, and I know my friends, like, I have asked, and none of them are doing it, so I don't know who's gonna do it. Like, maybe, I think it's gonna be the type of cases where one swims inside and then the others have to follow eventually. Like, it will be so much fun. I think the government is trying their best to make it very attractive, so people start swimming there again, because it hasn't been always forbidden. So people did bath in the Seine River, but we are talking about the 17th century type of thing. And then it was forbidden because of nudity. Interesting. And then because obviously the maladies and all the sickness that you could get by swimming in the river, it's not the cleanest. And I honestly feel like rivers that pass through really big cities aren't clean. Like, no way. Like, you wouldn't be having people swimming at the Thamesis River, or I don't know, like, maybe if you are a little bit outside of the city, like in more open areas, like tiny towns where there's not a lot of what's it called, like garbage. Because honestly, that's what happens. It starts raining in Paris, and where do you think everything goes? The sewers. And the sewers, when they get overflown, like, it goes to the rivers. So yeah, Seine River, I don't know, but they did try to promise that it's clean. They have been doing this giant construction that helps clean the water, so they invested so many millions of euros in there. So I think they just trying to get their money back somehow, like that it's not a waste of money. But it's gonna be really hard to convince Parisians, like, believe me, no one is on board with it. But maybe the intense heat will force us to try it. Peut-être. We'll see. So yeah, that's on the 5th of July. We are gonna have the open beach, and it's gonna be again Bercy. There's gonna be different points all over Paris section. I'm gonna put it here on the screen so you can see. I mean, if you're around or you're just curious, this is where they're supposed to be. And I really want to know your comments. Like, please comment about this situation. Would you do it? Would you swim at the Seine River? Like, there's also the other people who are saying that it's gonna be great, that it's like swimming in a Côte Postale, like souvenir type of situation. Like, just imagine you're swimming in the river, and the pictures and the videos would be really nice. Sure, I bet it is, but just be careful with your health. What else? On the 6th of July, there's gonna be a carnival, because they want to do it like Brazil inspired, and I think they invited Brazil as the country to do this carnival, and that's on the 6th of July. Champs-Élysées. So on the Champs-Élysées Avenue, if you want to see a cool carnival, you can watch it there. I'm not sure, like I went to a tinier one of Mardi Gras type of thing in February and it wasn't that great. So I hope this one is more polished and more cool. So then the ambience is really nice. I hope it is, because then it's in Champs-Élysées, so maybe it's more professional. The one that I went to was it was okay, but it was more improvised, super improvised. It wasn't from the government, and then people would just like join the carnival if you're just walking by, which is a tradition, so that's why it keeps happening. But yeah, it looks quite not professional, and then it became very to me unsafe at the very end, because then a lot of people who were just drinking heavily and having drugs heavily, they were just joining and doing it more of a party vibe type of thing in the wrong way. And it was quite early, it's not even nighttime, that was like 3 p.m. So I was like, to each their own, to each their own. Maybe they had so much fun. I just, at that moment, I was like, peace out. And of course, how can we forget the 14th of July, la fête de la Révolution. Donc, c'est les meilleurs jours pour la France, la célébration. I don't know why suddenly I was so French on that. But yes, the revolution, there's gonna be obviously these fireworks. Usually there's a concert also sur Champs-Élysées. It's free. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of security, so you can go there, it's fun, but it does get packed again, especially because of the fireworks. So, I mean, if you manage to get there, if you don't mind the crowds, go for it. It's really cool. There's people who prefer going to high places to watch it. So if you also have like an apartment, or your friend has an apartment that has like a view to the Eiffel Tower, don't think about it. That will be much, much better. And then you can just enjoy the fireworks and feel very patriotic. It's a great moment in the night. I think you hear the fireworks even from the night before. There's gonna be parties usually in like individual places. Like it's not like, if I try to compare it with Mexico's Independence Day, it's not like that. Like we would celebrate crazy, like party and food and woo! And in here is more like just the fireworks. And if you're with friends, then that's it. But it wouldn't be like such a big thing. But it's still very nice, especially because of the concert and all that. I recommend. So after the 14th of July, we also have 26th of July. So on the 26th of July, there's this thing called Fête de la Seine Festival. So it's a new thing, I think. They are trying to remember what happened at the Olympic Games. They really, like, I don't know what's with the mayor of the city. She really wanted to keep the Olympic spirit going, because for her it was such a happy day, days in general. And I agree, like everyone was very happy during that summer, but I mean, she wanted to keep the rings of the Olympics in the Eiffel Tower, and everyone was like, and she said, yes, forever. It was weird. I don't know if she's doing it because they invested so much money and now they just want to keep it having it, or what, but I don't know, it's a bit weird. But anyway, they're trying to remember it again, like all this spirit, try to bring it back. So there's gonna be this Fête de la Seine in remembrance of what happened at the Olympic Games of last year. So maybe it's gonna be interesting, we'll see. I don't know if it's free, maybe we'll have to search. 27th of July, Tour de France begins, and that's, for those who obviously know, it's the biggest competition of cycling. And the really cool thing now is that they're gonna open more routes. So now they're gonna go all the way up to Montmartre, because it's gonna be like a really intense what's it called, heel. It's a heel. They say they did that on the Olympic Games again, and it became such a fun experience for the athletes. It was such a cool thing for the athletes that they were like, please make it again for the Tour de France. Now they opened the route there. You can see it at Concorde, Madeleine, Montmartre, and obviously you can see it at the finish line in Champs-Élysées. I'm gonna try to like sneak and see if I can manage to take a video of the cyclists passing by. That will be really fun. But again, remember, I'm scared of crowds, so we'll see. Then we begin with August. In August, it's gonna be super hot. I mean, July, August, oh my god, try to survive in France in this heat, definitely. I just ordered my fan. Like, I had been refusing to buy a fan, but since I'm living here and it's gonna be my first summer in this tiny studio, I was like, I need a fan. My computer is gonna die, honestly. Like, I can just hear her being like it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off and fly away one of these days. And with the heat, it's gonna be worse. So yes, I got a fan. Get a fan. The 25th of August, they're gonna do this like a festival. It's not, well, they're gonna be like on cars and they're gonna be dressed up as in the 40s because they are celebrating La Libération de Paris, when they got freed from the war occupation in France. And it's I haven't ever seen that, so I didn't know they did that. I don't know if it's the first year, but it looks so pretty. I think they are commemorating a special date. I'm gonna put it here if I find out. So that's why they're doing it like so pretty, and it's gonna be that in all the capital, like in all the city. So hopefully I also see that because I want to see people dressed up, and if it's on the 40s and with the music, I don't know, I feel that would be really, really cute. And to finish the summer, I think it's like the last day of summer, the first day of autumn, my birthday, the 21st of September. We're gonna have this really famous competition where waiters and waitress wearing like this classic French waiter signature and using a trail have to like run and without obviously falling off anything, and it's really fun. It's the 21st of September, and with that officially summer ends. So those are the dates of what's going on in Paris. I hope it gives you an idea of which ones you want to go, which ones you want to start like planning your days around it, because I know a lot of people disappear in August too. They go to many vacations. I had vacation plans, but they are not, it's not happening anymore. So I'm gonna have to find like a second plan. Yeah, I'm definitely going on vacation somehow. So yes, yeah, that's what's happening in summer in Paris. What do you feel? Which ones are you going? And if you're not here, which ones would you want to go? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for clicking. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you until the next video. A bientôt!